So, have you ever felt like your brain is buzzing, your eyes are tired, and you just can't stop scrolling? You're not alone. Millions of people are feeling the same way. And today, we're going to talk about something powerful, the digital detox. Some people even call it the great logging off. It's not about hating technology. It's about learning how to use in a way that makes you the boss, not your phone. So let's dive in. Okay, so let's start with the basic. What is a digital detox? It is when you take a break from your phone, your computer, your TV, or your video games for a little while. It doesn't mean you throw away your phone in the trash. Nope. It just means you learn how to step away, rest your brain, and come back feeling fresh. Here's the way to think about it. Imagine your brain is like a snow globe. Every time you scroll, ding, buzz, or check your phones, you are shaking that snow globe. The little flake fly everywhere and you can't see clearly. But when you put the snow globe down and give it time, the snow settles. You can see again. And that's what a digital detox does for the mind. Another way to really picture this is think of your brain like a battery. When you are on screen all day, you drain that battery fast. A digital detox is like plugging your brain back into the charger. It gives you more energy, more focus, and more power to do the things you love. Now, why do people call it a detox? Well, detox means to cleaning your junk. Just like you might eat healthy food to clean up your body, a digital detox helps clean up your brain space. So let's make it a super simple. When you take even a short break from your screens, your focus gets sharper. You can think better and finish tasks faster. Your sleep gets deeper. No more tossing and turning from the late night scroll. Your mood gets lighter. Less stress, less comparison, more calm. And guess what? You don't need weeks or months to feel it. Sometimes you can notice the difference after just one day. So remember, a digital detox is not about giving up your phone forever. It's about pressing pause. It's about being the driver, not the passenger when it comes to technology. Here's a little story. Just imagine you're at a birthday party. You have got balloons, cakes, and your friends around you. But instead of laughing and playing, you are staring at your phone. You miss the big moment, blowing out the candles. Now imagine you put your phone down, you laugh, you eat cake, you dance, and later you don't even remember the text you missed, but you will always remember the fun you had. That's the power of digital detox. It helps you notice the real life moments that screens can sometimes cover up. Now, let's ask a big question. Why do we even need a digital detox? Well, think about your brain like a supercomputer. It's fast, powerful, and amazing. But what happens if you keep opening too many tabs on a computer? It slows down, it freezes, sometimes it even crashes. That's what happens to us when you're on a screen too much. Problem number one is hard to focus. When we scroll or check notification every few minutes, our brain never gets a break. It's like trying to read a book while someone keeps poking you on the shoulder. You can't finish a page. Science shows that too much screen switching makes it harder to pay attention, harder to remember things, and harder to finish work. If you feel like your focus is all over the place, it might not be you, it might be the screen. Number two, trouble sleeping. At night, screens can trick your brain. The blue light from the phones and TVs tell your brain, hey, it's daytime, so your brain stops making melatonin, the sleepy hormone. That's why you toss and turn when you scroll in bed. Even if you fall asleep, your sleep is lighter and shorter. And when you wake up, you feel groggy, like you didn't charge your battery all the way. Taking a break from screens before bed is like dimming the light so your brain knows it's bedtime. Taking a break from screens before bed is like dimming the light so your brain knows it. So, problem number 3, feeling stressed. Now let's talk about mood. Have you ever opened social media and felt worse afterwards? That's because our brain compare. We see everyone's best moments and think, why isn't my life like that? And don't forget the constant dings, the emails and messages. They keep your body in alert mode. Your heart beats faster, your muscles get tense, and your brain feels like it's on a treadmill that won't stop. That's called stress. Screens themselves aren't mean, but using them too much can push us into stress mode instead of calm mode. Problem number 4, less movement. Finally, screens can steal time from our bodies. When we are sitting on a couch watching videos for hours, we're not moving, we're not stretching, we're not getting sunlight. Our bodies are made to move. When we sit too long, we get stiff, tired, and even sad. Movement is like fuel for your brain, but screens can take that movement away. So here's a quick story. Just imagine 2 kids after school. One kid goes outside, ride a bike, laugh with friends, and come home tired but happy. So here's a quick story. The other kid sits on the couch with a tablet for 3 hours. Which one feels better at bedtime? The kid who moved. Screens can be fun, but too much keeps us stuck in one spot. So here's the key. Screens aren't bad. Phones, games, and computers help us learn, connect, and even laugh. But too many screens at the wrong times can really make it hard to focus, keep us awake at night, make us stress, and stop us from moving. That's why we need breaks. Not forever, just enough so we can enjoy screens and enjoy life outside of them. Digital detox helps everyone, but it helps some people even more. Busy workers who check email all day, kids and teens who spend hours on TikTok or games, people who can't sleep well, and anyone who feels anxious, worried, or just stuck. If that sounds like you, a digital detox might be your secret weapon. Okay, so now you're probably asking, how do I actually do this? Well, good news is there's a simple ladder you can climb. You can start easy or go big. Let's look at the 3 levels. Level 1 is easy reset, which is 7 days. Turn off most notifications, put your phones to sleep, outside your bedroom, stop scrolling at least 1 hour before bed. Try mini screen breaks every hour. Now, level 2 is weekend breaks, 2 to 4 weeks. Pick 1 day each week to log off. No social media, no emails, just real life. Replace screen time with a walk, a hobby, or time with friends. Level 3, full reset, 7 to 14 days. Delete your top 3 most distracting apps. Set Wi-Fi to shut off at night. Use your phone only to calls and maps. You can choose where to start. Even level 1 makes a huge difference. Now, here's the trick. It's not just about willpower. It's about building the right environment. Move tempting apps off your home screen so you don't see them. First, charge your phone outside your bedroom. Make a little plan for what you will do instead of scrolling, and tell a friend. Having someone to check in with makes you much more likely to keep going. Now, so what actually happens when you do a digital detox? Let's break it down. Sharper focus and clearer thinking. So when you stop constantly checking notification, your brain isn't being yanked in 100 directions. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that handles focus, planning, and decision making, finally gets a break from digital overload. Study shows that attention span actually increases after just a few days offline. Imagine the difference between trying to read a book with someone basically tapping your shoulder over every 30 seconds versus being left in peace. That's what happens in your brain when you detox. Better sleep. Screen, especially at night, suppresses melatonin, the hormones that tells your body it's time to sleep. By cutting down the evening screen time, you let melatonin do its job. Most people fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and wake up feeling refreshed instead of groggy. Think about it. No late night doom scrolling, no blue light tricking your brain into thinking it's daytime, just actual restorative sleep. Mood boost and stress relief. Social media and constant alert spikes cortisol, your stress hormones. When you unplug, that stress response calms down. Your dopamine system, the brain's reward circuit, also rebalances. Instead of chasing quick hits from likes and notifications, you start getting pleasure from real life again. Conversations, hobbies, even just enjoying a walk. That shift makes people noticeably happier and less anxious. Deeper human connection. One of the most powerful effects, relationship gets stronger without the distraction of your phone. You make more eye contact, you listen better, and you are more present with family and friends. Research even show that just having your phone on the table, even if you're not using it, makes conversation less deep. So imagine the difference when it's not in sight at all. More energy and movement. Well, here's something most people don't realize. When you are not glued to your screen, you naturally move more. You get up, you stretch, you go outside. That extra activity boosts circulation, improves mood, and creates a snowball effect of more energy throughout the day. It's not about doing a workout. It's about replacing hours of sitting and scrolling with actual living. Now, the surprising part is how fast does this happen? Well, you don't have to go off the grid for months to feel this. Most people notice clearer focus, better sleep, improved mood within just 1 week of reducing screening time. By 2 or 3 weeks, the benefits are drastic, like lifting a mental fog you didn't even realize you were in. Logging off isn't about losing something, it's about gaining back your brain, your health, and your life. Your invitation, the 30-day Great Logging Off Challenge for the next month. Let your phone sleep outside your bedroom, that's number 1. Number 2, turn off screens 1 hour before bedtime. Number 3, pick one day each weekend to log off. Number 4, choose one new screen-free hobby like reading, cooking, walking, anything. Number 5, track how you feel, the mood, energy, sleep. By the end of 30 days, you will feel calmer, sharper, and more in control. You will prove to yourself that you are the boss of your screen, not the other way around. Are you ready to log off and live more? Remember, tech is a tool, not a trap. With a digital detox, you can reset, recharge, and feel like yourself again. Log off and live more. Your brain will thank you.